Hail, hail, and welcome to A Celtic World North America. We're part of the YouTube channel, A Celtic World, which has a series of podcasts which highlight the worldwide Celtic support. And on our show, we try to bring a bit of the North American view to what's happening at the club. So I was worried about this one over the weekend at Easter Road. We typically never play well there. An early Hibs red card kind of made it easier, but we still had to sweat it out because this team makes us sweat it out every week. And it's going to kill me, I think. Kill me by the end of the season. But 3 points in the bag. Huns couldn't help us out on Sunday in what was an utterly confusing game for me to watch. I didn't know what to want out of it. So we still need a little help, or God forbid, an explosion of goals from Celtic, which just has not happened this season. So let's get into it, and we'll talk. At the end, we have a guest from New Orleans, so we're going to talk a little bit about the convention they have going on next month. So first thing first, let's introduce our panel. Chris, as always, how you doing?
Doing okay.
Good to see you, Chris, in Tennessee. And then David, your mic is muted, but welcome back. Thank you for being a late replacement today. But I knew I could count on you. One of my fellow Philly Plough Bhoys. I'm actually a paid member now after all these years. So. And I'm not going to stop admitting it because I've been pressured for years to actually pay my membership. So.
But you're going to have to pay again in a couple of months.
I know. I almost got nothing out of it. But I got added to the group chat last week after paying my dues 3 months ago. But
yeah.
And then first time guests we have with us from New Orleans. Welcome, Lee. It's good to have you on.
Hello, lads. Hail.
Yeah. So thanks for coming on. And so as we always do, anytime we have first timers on, we try to learn a little bit about your Celtic origin story, because we all have them different over here. Some people are American born like me and Chris and kind of discover Celtic later in life. Some people have it, right from birth, handed down to them. But Lee, how did you start off following Celtic?
Well, I'm from a small village in Ireland, in the north of Ireland, County Antrim, outside of Lurgan, which is a massive soccer, Gaelic football town. It's massive with a massive Celtic following. And I suppose just through school and your mates and everything else, you're just naturally a Celtic supporter. But then for me came along Neil Lannon. Neil Lannon was from Lurgan, as you know, and the rest is history. To me, he brought the Thunder back. So really diehard fan ever since then. That's a lot to do with Neil Lannon.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. So Celtic was just born into me. I grew up with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always say, I wish it was. I didn't discover Celtic till I was probably 2005, 2006. So,
well, that's what's good for my coming over here, and the amount of guys that I have met and talked, and they end up talking about Celtic, and they're like, "Oh, okay, my Devant history, it was Irish, Scottish," and next thing you know, they're Celtic fans. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I always say, and we have our sports teams in Philly here. And I was always a diehard all four sports teams, but Celtic has definitely just far surpassed anything that I had with any of those things. And it's almost knocked it down to the point where I don't pay much attention to them anymore, because I'm just.
There's not enough room in there, Sean. There's just not enough room in there for
right.
Family for you.
You're right.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have room for it. So
that's best club in the world, best fans in the world. Everything about it's just great. You come to America here, the first thing you look for is a Celtic bar in America, and that's how we get to meet lads like you. And that's what I enjoy about going to Philly and down to Dallas or up to the boys up in Boston or the Fenian boys in New York. You know what I mean? It's a big community, which is brilliant. That's what is good about our club. That's there's nobody else has what we have. Like, it's fantastic.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're absolutely right, and you're totally right that like I'm the same way where I'm going to any city, I am looking up either a club if I know there's a club there, or just a person who I know who's close enough, and there's almost there's going to be a Celtic supporter in almost every city.
No matter where you go, you'll bump into one.
Yeah, exactly, and it's amazing. It's funny. My wife she's gotten used to it. I know in the beginning, like when she thought it was the just craziest thing in the world. And I would walk into a bar in New York and like somebody would yell my name and she just couldn't fathom it. Like that. How do people know you? Like, and I'm like, well, it really is just a worldwide thing. And
without a doubt, if for tickets or for anything, for anybody needs, or if anybody's hurt or that there's something happens to a member or anywhere in the United States, Canada, even back in Ireland and Scotland, everybody chips in. It's just amazing. It's something else. We're just something else that nobody else has. There's no other club has what we have. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. So
you're right.
I love it. We are a charity club too, and I think that's what draws a lot of us to it as well, is being so charitable and giving and just to help a brother, right? Simple as.
Oh yeah. How long have you been in New Orleans, actually?
I'm in New Orleans 17 years.
Okay.
I was up in New York for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off in New York, New York, down in I don't know if you remember, Rocky Sullivan's it was called. It was as a boy you had to go down. Yeah. Many a night was spent there. We used to didn't go into there at about 12 o'clock and they just locked the doors and we'd just stay through and then stagger home after the game.
Yeah, I've done that at Dempsey's, but
yeah, it's brilliant. The likes of Rod Stewart and all were sitting in with us too, which is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Because, just anybody comes in famous or anything else, it lifts the whole place, doesn't it? Makes it fun. We made him buy a drink, so
but yeah, I'm a big Dempsey, or it used to be Dempsey's. I haven't been up to O'Malley's yet, but I know Rocky Sullivan's was kind of one of the predecessors to Dempsey's, and I never got to go there, but yeah,
there was a few. I think the Fenian boys are doing good up there. I think they're buzzing. I think they have a big membership up there, don't they? The Fenian boys, which is good to see. It's good to see.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite spots, definitely, to go and watch a Celtic match.
What about in Tennessee? Have you got many there? Have you got a good following?
There's a decent amount that have joined up in Nashville. Then there's a couple in Knoxville. I'm a little bit further away. I mean, it's like an hour and a half to get to Nashville for me, so it's a bit of a stretch. But yeah, no, we're picking up numbers, in different places, and a lot of it, like you were saying, like there's a club everywhere you look. I mean, Detroit just had their 5-year anniversary, and I went up there for that, and you've got Cleveland and Columbus and Cincinnati, and I mean they're popping everywhere, and a lot of that is just because there's a lot of exposure that's been given, especially with Celtic coming over last season, and there's people are finding each other through social media and YouTube, videos like this, and it really is something special. But yeah, I'm just excited to see CSCs grow, just across the country, because it's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, particularly if you look at in the South. I mean, you got New Orleans, so Charlotte's kind of popping up now, and then
Atlanta.
So Dallas, look at Dallas.
Dallas has been around.
Yeah,
and then
they've grown big.
Yeah, Charleston is coming up on their 5 years.
Yeah, Atlanta. I've a couple of times up in Atlanta with the boys. So yeah, Atlanta's a good spot too. Good bunch of lads there as well. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. It's coming good.
I feel like new ones popping up all the time, which is awesome to see. And like,
what pub do y'all watch at in New Orleans?
It's Finn McCool's Irish pub.
Okay.
It's on Bank Street. It's 3701 Bank Street. It's a neighborhood bar. So we're just outside the city, the French Quarter. We're in the city. We call it Mid City where we're at. This course was destroyed during Hurricane Katrina. The bar was absolutely destroyed, but it was a load of supporters that got back together, and Stephen and Pauline Patterson owned the bar at the time, and they're just a load of, it was American lads, there was British lads, there was Irish, everything, all jumped in to get the pub up and going before their houses were even done or finished. Everybody came in, and it was just a hangout spot for everybody after Katrina. It was like one of the first places open after Katrina, and a lot of people came there and just hung out, and it just grew the Celtic vibe from there too. You know, it was amazing. The Celtic ones that reached out to Stephen and Pauline and all too. That's what we're about. That's the Celtic for you.
Exactly.
Simple as. Yeah.
I remember they had a group come up. I mean, years ago, at one of the Phillies in Philly, like you said, Lee, you came up this year. Do you remember that, Chris? I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, it was like 2016.
Yeah, Bayou Boys were they kind of, and they
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wasn't there at that one. That was I remember that.
They had some shirts with them and stuff. I remember.
Yeah, it was Stephen, two Stevens, right? And the lads were up. I wasn't at that one. I was at Philly before, but not that one. Long time ago at Philly.
Yeah.
When I played Gaelic football up in New York. So we played down in Philadelphia, so we did. And Philly was a good time. Just what a lads. It was a good time. Yeah. It was a good time. I think that was the one where a load of the lads got together and we bought bottles of washing up liquid. And we all sat around the fountain for a photograph. we poured the bottles into ended up shutting the whole place down because there were just bubbles everywhere.
Yeah, me and David always have a good time in Philly. Yeah, and then the Jersey Shore too. So
Jersey Shore. See, there's a new one there open as well, right? There's a new one just opened, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I saw it in north of Philly. There's a new one. I think they're trying to get it going for next season. I can't remember what city. Sean,
I'll throw it up there.
It was?
Bradley Beach. He's actually in the comments.
Bradley Beach.
Yeah. North Jersey.
Yeah, definitely have to check that out.
Yeah. So, we're gonna try and get him on in the during the summer at some point.
Nice.
Good.
But let me throw up some comments before we kind of dive into the game, just to say hello. Hail, Chris. Thanks for checking in. Hail, Gary. I'm not sure where Gary's from. Hail from Iowa. I think he's been in here before, but I don't know where they're at in Iowa.
CSC.
Yeah, we'll take that. 420. He's always in here. Hail, 420. Texas boy, he's in Houston. We're going to try and get him on too from Houston Emerald. So thanks for getting in the comments early. So I figured let's dive into the match, and it was like I said at the beginning, I'm sure everybody was nervous going into this one. Like Hibs away is almost always a struggle. And at this point in the season, when Celtic has had one of the worst seasons that I can remember, you knew it was going to be a struggle.
I did see an interesting stat though that said that Martin O'Neill had never ever lost at Easter Road, which was
really
interesting.
Oh wow!
So I was like, that was my only little bit of confidence.
Didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me throw up the lineup, and I'll throw it to you first, David. Any surprises? Any surprise omissions from the lineup? What did you think?
No, I mean, to be honest, that's probably what I would have went with. I thought that Johnston being back, I thought Johnston was an absolute colossus in that game. watching him, like just watching his attacking going forward. Like I was just watching his runs constantly, and he was just making so many forward runs. And like Ralston is a fantastic replacement. Like I love him as a guy that can come in and replace. Whenever I see Ralston's name, I don't have an issue ever, because you know he's going to give everything. But he doesn't have that same athleticism as what Johnston's got. And I thought he made a massive difference on that right-hand side. I actually think he, in a weird way, I think he actually takes a little bit away from Yang when Johnston's playing. Because Yang was pretty quiet, to be honest. He really didn't do very much at all. But I thought Johnston being back is a massive plus for us. I thought defensively we weren't bad. I thought we looked reasonably solid. But again, it was just the usual going forward, who's going to score the goals, and we got there eventually. But Johnston, I think is massive for us in these last 3 games. I really do. I think he's a proper superstar. I think after the World Cup, Canada are going to absolutely. They're going to do very well, and I think we're going to do very, very, very well to keep a hold of Johnston after this World Cup, because he's an excellent player, and he could walk into any Premiership team easily.
Yeah, no, I agree. Chris, how about you? Anything? I mean, I feel like it's pretty much the lineup you would expect, but I don't know if there's anybody in midfield you would switch up.
I mean, no, it's probably the way that it should have started. But yeah, just to piggyback off of what David said there, Johnston being back, obviously that was the biggest boost for the squad as far as your starting 11. But I mean, he just a massive improvement just overall. We looked better because of AJ being back. So I mean, it's not super hard to do at some of these matches where we've looked so poor at times. But I mean, just putting him back in the lineup, man, it was a big boost.
Yeah.
Big boost.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's night and day, I think, him and Ralston. But like you said, like David, you said, I have no problem with Ralston as a backup player. And I mean, probably in the current, if you count Araujo in this side, he's probably almost at least 3rd, maybe 4th choice right back. And if that's your 3rd or 4th choice right back, then that's you have to feel pretty good about that position, I think, because he is what he is. But like you said,
Ralston's probably going to be up against Vinicius Jr. in the World Cup in the summer. So, as a Scotsman, yeah, I mean, Scotland don't really have another solid right back who stays fit. So Ralston's probably going to play that role. So
it's going to be like Tierney at right back and Robertson at left back, or is that how it's going to go? Yeah. Lee, how about you? Anything you would have? I mean, any changes?
That was my starting 11 that I picked for myself too. Jumping the 2 boys, piggybacking there on Johnson. I think exactly what you're saying, David. I think it's his ability to read a game. I think he's just got that wee bit of guile that Ralston doesn't have. He has that all right. He sees it break down, and if you watch him, when he sees it break down, immediately he's back in work, and he cover work when he can, because his work rate's phenomenal, like you say. It's fantastic, but he's just got it there. You know what I mean? It is. Both of you are right in everything that you say, and I think that's what Ralston's. He has to work for it, while Johnson, it comes naturally. I suppose would be, because he just that's how else do you do it. He reads the game fantastically. Yeah, without a doubt. He's a big difference. First game back in too, so maybe what do I think next week? Get us a goal there, right? No pressure,
It's almost like how much time can he put in? Like first week, he was able to give 30 minutes. This time, what it was
Yep.
probably like 70 or so minutes.
Yeah.
How much
That's-
can he give you this week? And it's probably going to be closer to the 90 minutes, if not the full 90 minutes, you would think. So
We'll take him off after 60 when we're 5-0 up.
There you go.
that's what Chris said before.
As long as you don't say after 2-0 up, just don't say fucking 2-0. I hate that's the worst scoreline in fucking soccer as far as I'm concerned. 2-0,
Yeah.
fuck it, Rob, and 0-0 almost, to be honest with you.
How many times have we had 2-0 this season though? Not a lot. We start like packing it in once we're up by a goal. It's like, all right, shut down.
Yeah.
I think we started off and when the game started and with Johnson, immediately it was a big push up and they looked happy. They looked like a team that knew what they were doing. Them first 30, 40 minutes, rather than just the left, right football, left, right, and not getting nowhere. There seemed to be a purpose and everybody knew where they had to be. And even Scales, like he was popping up in the middle or just to pop a wee pass in and all two and then dropping back in. And you could see everybody rotating and you could see everybody. He brings such a boost to the team. I think with a high press, we were pressing high on them. And that's more I can talk about later, where I think when we do press high and we do go up, then when we do go 2-0 up for some reason or another, there seems to be a gap in between everybody pressing and then the defense. It's like they've almost sat back a wee bit more, and we're always getting hit with like in the Hearts game, there was 3-on-2 at one stage.
Yeah.
Well, then it was a 4-on-3. Then there was it's like we get caught out that way. But our intensity, first half was brilliant. I thought we were good. With the press and pushing high, and McGregor looked like he was enjoying himself for the first time in a while. He was in there and he wasn't shouting or roaring. He was just pointing. You could see there was different attitude to him. I thought the mentality was good that way, but then for some reason or another, I don't know what happens or like I think one of you said earlier on, there's almost all right, when's it going to happen? When are we going to do this sit back thing here and give us a heart attack for the last 30 minutes? You're just waiting on that coming rather than when you are 2-0 up, when we should be knocking the ball about, when we should be, especially against 10 men, that should be done and dusted. But for some reason, we just bringing this pressure on to it. I think it comes from the fans and all too, because we're all sort of sitting waiting on that, aren't we?
I agree.
Yeah.
We're all sort of like, everybody's like,
the players feel. So I think I know it was an away game, but especially home games, I think I think the players do feel like the fans get nervous, and then that feel like footballers are all about confidence. If you're playing in a team that's lacking confidence, you're going to struggle. If you're playing in a team like we all know the Celtic support, like we are the 12th man when we're on it, but let's be honest, like Celtic Park can sometimes be quite a negative place, like because there is you hear the groan, like the big groan goes up, and there's a few players that people like to groan at a little bit more than others, and I do think that negativity sometimes feeds into them. And I know it was an away game, that game, but I do think all our players are lacking confidence a little bit. They're like no one's really playing at the top of their game. I think Dyson's got back into that mode, and he's definitely driving us on. If we can get Johnston back, play at the top of his level too, get some players like playing as you said, like Scales. I thought Scales was actually pretty decent against Hibs. Tierney's been solid all through the season, but he's not been at that level he was before he left. And I think a lot of it is confidence, and I think obviously all we've spoke about it a million times, all the crap, all the stuff that's been going on with the board and all that stuff. Anyone that says that doesn't filter its way down to the team is talking shit. Yeah. It absolutely does. The Celtic players read social media, they read it, and there is a lot of negativity there about certain players. Like these guys are reading that, so they're not robots. They're human beings. And stuff like that definitely does affect them. I mean, if someone was telling me that I was shit at my job, then that would affect that would get in my head eventually. You know what I mean? So I think it all trickles down. And I mean, let's be honest, it's absolutely amazing that we are in the situation that we are in, and we actually still have a very good chance of winning this league title. Like, if Martin O'Neill pulls this off, we don't just give him a statue. We name the fucking stadium after him. Like, let's be honest. So
yeah, we've been pushing the statue all season, but I think you're right. I don't think it's enough.
We'll give him the 7 kingdoms, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll throw up some comments real quick. And this is to David. I think it was you, David, who said Martin unfortunately lost in the 03-04 League Cup at Easter Road. If that, I don't. This is before my time.
All right, that must have been in the league. It must have been the league. Was the quote I saw? So,
but that's quality memory. I'll give up to Ryan there. I love some of the comments who can pull that shit out. I think I forgot who. I think Mick we've had him on a bunch of times. Who was it? Remembered who scored a goal or something like that. Like, so it's like, love the comments. They're always great. But I guess going through the game, I mean, like I said in the beginning, the red card at around 20 minutes from McGrath kind of gave you a little bit of a sense that it was gonna, all right, maybe like Easter Road won't be as tough. And you can't, can anybody disagree with the red card? I know one of my friends actually disagree with it, but I don't think.
In slow motion, no.
Yeah, I don't think he knows
and
the sport as well.
That's he just mistimed that tackle altogether. That wasn't even close. I get it sometimes when you hit it in the foot, whatever else, and the foot can't be off the ground either.
Yeah, I mean, if Johnson's foot was still playing in the ground, that's an ankle breaker, leg breaker challenge. It was above the ankle. It's obvious. I mean, I don't think they're and you don't really see anybody question it even.
No, it hasn't done. Anybody's mentioned it. Yeah, it's
apart from the zombies who are raging that the guy was Irish.
Right.
I mean, I don't think
I fucking meant it. It was great.
I don't think they can even have a complaint that's somewhat legitimate, but
no.
But we're still slow to get into the attack. I mean, there wasn't a lot of chances created in those first. Even after the red card from McGrath, it's just typical Celtic this season. I think a lot of.
We were comfortable though. We were
comfortable.
You know, they never create, like we had the ball. We were pinging it about. They said Johnston was coming into midfield. He was that extra man. Like Tierney was coming into midfield too, which is weirdly. We miss like a Greg Taylor. Like, I know Tierney's been great, but like Greg Taylor used to come in. He gave you that extra man in midfield. We've missed that a lot. But nobody saw that goal coming right before halftime.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
No. We were comfortable up that stage. But when you come into a couple of minutes to go in the halftime, like, you know, we had an attack before it, didn't we? And it broke down. That's how they received the ball in the first place. You know, maybe that's game management there. Maybe we just should have took it in. All right, lads, just go in 2-0 up. That's a good, that's a good scoreline. But again, we like to put ourselves under pressure, didn't we? Again, it was we were up high and they got the ball, and it was actually a bad tackle from a free kick too, wasn't it, that we give away?
Yeah. Stupid foul.
I mean, so.
I mean,
there was a couple instances there where we could have stopped it where it shouldn't have happened. Basically, is what I'm saying is, but for some reason or other this year, we just keep making these silly mistakes, and it's individual mistakes too, I think, as well. Like, isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It seems to be a lot of individual mistakes.
Yeah.
So there's like giving away a stupid pass, like Skills is you're waiting almost one every game from Skills to give away just that one stupid. He makes so many passes in a game. I think I've seen some stats on him there. He's passed the ball more than any other defender in the English and the Scottish League. But then he always gives away that one where it puts you under trouble, and it's like, and you're sitting back there, and there all seems to be the last 5 minutes. We just got to see this out and see it out to 2-0 halftime, walking in 10 men. Geez, you're bound buzzing after that, and then it's 2-1. Sure, you have to lift your heads again, don't you? It's get them riled up again, get them going. get them. That's then they might feel the pressure because again we go back to the fans. Like the fans we're just not as loud as what we usually are in the stadium. When we go 2-1 down, there is that sense of fear or I don't know what it is. There's something that there's just, and it is. I think you're right. It is filter down into the team, into everywhere. But we can see them crucial moments out. We'll be fine.
I mean, I feel like we kind of skipped over Dyson's goal.
But that too.
Are we? I think this goes back to we're too negative. We just go straight. We just go straight to the. We go straight to the equalizer.
Yeah.
But
I've only had one beer. That's me.
you haven't even been on. This is like
we're finished.
We're like 40 episodes in, and every episode it's fucking negative as hell. But giving credit to and it goes back to Alistair Johnson again, like kind of creating the goal.
Yeah.
And Dyson, that was like a Celtic goal of like Ange Postecoglou years, like, and Kyogo scoring that, Dyson scoring those, like, and we just haven't had a ton of those this season. So it was great to see the fucking offside. I was fucking raging at that offside call and watching the replay with Doug Ross.
Dirty Tory bastard.
Exactly.
That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, he was fucking 5 yards behind the play. 5 yards behind the play. Oh my God, I was fucking. And Chris, you know me. I'm not one to, because I have been a soccer referee. I've been a basketball referee. I am not one to go nuts on officials most times. That was one that was. You could call it a guess. I don't.
Isn't the rule to keep your flag down? Is the rule not to keep your flag down?
Exactly. You're supposed to let it play out. Exactly.
Yeah. At best, it was a guess. At worst, it is a cheating, fucking scandalous kind of a call.
How does that guy get to run that line? Like, I'm not being funny. In the entire world, how does the leader of the Scottish Tory party get to run the line in a Celtic versus Hibernian game? I mean, come on. Like, you can't make this up. Like, no other country in the world would allow this. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Also, he was 5 yards behind, so he wasn't really running all the way.
No.
Oh my God!
Like I said, it was a guess, more likely hoping he was offside.
It was.
And
then you saw zoom up on his face, and he's like,
"Oh, dude, I was raging on the play, and I posted about it in our little WhatsApp, or it might have been, I think, our Celtic World group chat. Like I was on.
Yeah.
Dude, I was raging at that one. But yeah, Tory on the wing, exactly.
We're well used to it, but aren't we?
But again, Dyson getting in the goals again after 17 games without a goal. He's had 4 goals in 3 games now. So
he seems happier as well. He does seem happier in general, and you see him after the game, he's got a smile on his face, and you compare him to like Hatate, who's very miserable all the time. It's like again, it's confidence. I really do. It's confidence. These guys need us to feed them. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just I think it comes down to confidence. I really do. And I think Dyson I think knows he's going to get a spot in the Japan squad in the World Cup. I think that gave him a boost as well. I think Hatate knows that he's not getting in. That's why Hatate's really not coming forward. Because I'm not being funny. If it was me and I knew I had to push on for the next 6 months after Christmas to cement a place in a squad for the World Cup, you know what I mean? Like I would have been like doing everything I possibly can. And Hatate went one way, and I think Dyson went the opposite way. I think he's really grabbed it, and he's shown to the manager of Japan. I think that's what he's playing for. I think he wants to play in the World Cup like a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a work rate's unbelievable, isn't he? He's dimension on him.
To none.
Yeah, he just goes. He doesn't stop. That'll bring quality to have somebody got in any team that'll just run like that. I'd love to see what his stats is actually. I must look that up actually just to see what he does cover again, because his work rate is good. Like even tackling back, you'll see him there. Next thing he's down in the corner tackling for the ball, you'll see him. He's everywhere. He's a great player to have in any team. And it's good, like you said.
Do we think he's better though? Do we think he's better now as a centre forward though? Because like obviously under Ange and stuff, he used to play on the left. So what do we do? Do we push him left? Do we play like that's the thing? Like so Martin O'Neill keeps talking about Iheanacho's fitness. I think if Iheanacho can do 90 minutes, I think he starts him and he plays Dyson out left. But I don't think he thinks that Iheanacho can do 90 minutes, so he keeps him on the bench as an impact player. But like what like Dyson's natural position is on the left wing. So what do you think he does for? What do you think he does? I mean, I'm sure we'll get to Rangers later, but like,
that's
like is he like? But then Iheanacho comes on and scores. So like, what do you do? Like, is Maeda better through the middle or is he better at left?
But so who else would you put up there? And Nacho can't. This is I have the same problem as you. I've argued with myself over this one.
Yeah.
If he is, if you could get 90 minutes or he could get 70 minutes out of Nacho, then I think that would be an obvious one. I think that's what would happen. But he just doesn't have that in his. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have that in his legs, you know. So he is going to be an impact player coming off from the bench. So who else would you put up there? We don't have anybody else that can hold the ball, but we don't have an out and out forward.
Well, that's it. But when Dyson plays centre forward as well, he can't. Like he's never
I know, but you're taking away.
It takes him 7 touches to control the ball. So, but that's where Fanchara was actually good at actually bringing the ball in. But obviously, we've lost him now.
Yeah.
So
I didn't feel like he was that good at it.
I mean, I think he was a target though. You know what I mean?
I mean, they tried to make him that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Make him an outlet, like, because we don't have an outlet up front. I think that's what you're saying. Like,
exactly. So we don't really have like a point of like give the ball to him. He'll bring it in and he'll bring other players in. But like that's not Dyson's thing either. But I actually think that's where Nygren comes in, because Nygren's like a flair player. He pushes on a little bit more. And he kind of is more of the player that you're going to play it into. He's going to take a touch and he's going to play it to somebody else because he's that number 10. You know what I mean? So he's the one that's actually bringing the wide players in when it gets played into midfield. Sean, you know how much I think of Nygren.
I was going to say, I was waiting for you to bring Nygren into it.
I said after the second game of the season, I goes, that guy's going to be our player of the year. And I just, and I know he's not everyone's cup of tea and he's never going to tackle and that's not what he does. But he, like, even when you see the opposition team like plays a short goal kick or something, Nygren's the one that pushes up with the centre forward, whoever it may be at that time. And I think he plays a good press game. Nygren knows how to press. And he helps with that high press. He's not a tackler. He's not a centre midfielder. He's a number 10, and that's how you got to play him. And you just got to let him do forward thinking things and don't ask him to do anything going back because he's not going to do it. He's not very good at it.
No, he'll not get back like Dazan will get back, you know, Mida get
back. Exactly. And but I think he is the guy that you can play the ball into, and he's 90% of the time he's going to lay it off to somebody, play the ball out wide. He's actually a good one-touch footballer as well, which we don't have a lot of good one-touch players. McGregor used to be good at it. Like under Ange, that's the thing. Like Ange would always say, play the ball. He wanted to be like play the ball at McGregor, and he'll play it out wide. He'll play it that way. He'll play it this way. Touch pass, touch pass, touch pass. And we don't have these touch pass players that we used to have. I think Engels coming in has made a massive difference. I know, again, not everyone's cup of tea, but there's teams want to buy him for fucking 20, 25 million. This guy is a proper footballer. Again, he's a proper athlete. He just does things that other players that we have can't do. And I think and I'm telling you, see when Engels is 25 or something, 26, he's going to be playing for a top European team in Europe, and he's going to be playing for Belgium as well. And that little ratbag Raskin's going to be going, oh, you're so good, aren't
No, chances are he's back. He's going to be in England next year. Engels.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think he will. I think Nottingham Forest will come back from him. I do.
I hope not, because he is with a top class club that plays in Europe. So stay with us. Stay with us. Yeah, I thought he had a great game on Sunday. I thought his work rate was good. I thought he added that wee extra bite, faded off a bit, and towards the end of the second half, he definitely was. You could see he was fading. But yeah, hopefully for the next game coming up, that he's got that all the minutes under him now. Hopefully he's flying fit, and he's a presence about him. He's big. He's a big lump of lad too. You know what I mean? He can get in there and muck it in with these dork that we're about to play. You know, get into them. That's what we need. Can't be relying on McGregor to do everything. You've had somebody in there to debate with him. It'll complement McGregor more and let McGregor play his style of football, because I don't think McGregor's had a chance to play his style of football this year. He's been, you're right. More he's been carrying the midfield basically. Really, it's like everybody seems to be a bit lost. McGregor's always trying to carry the midfield, so Angles will help him there. Hopefully that'll settle that midfield down, and when we do get the games under control, you know, bit of smartness, McGregor know to hold it up, let him play, because McGregor put some unbelievable balls through, slipped them in for the likes of me to run and get on it, but he hasn't had the chance to do that lately with nobody else in front of him or behind him.
The opposition realised that if they shut McGregor down, no one else is going to do anything.
Yeah,
that's right.
And when you've got Engels and Negron there, the opposition, they have to follow those two. And then that, as you said, that like McGregor got more space in that game against Hibs than I've seen for ages.
Yeah,
so,
without a doubt.
Yeah, agree.
I like that comment from Sean though. Engels plays like he gives a shit, which is like.
Yeah.
Like, do we have that? There's not a lot of that in this side this year. But yeah, so I mean, trying to move ahead in the game to the and we talked about it a little bit before, and I feel like we kind of glossed over the handball possibly in the Hibs goal, but I think a lot you guys were right, and I saw
it was only one arm.
Yeah, and maybe his hand too, but on the.
But he wasn't looking at the ball. He wasn't looking at it. Didn't change the direction of the ball or anything yet. No, it just kept going on its merry flight the way it was going.
Yeah.
No, nothing changed there.
But it was a bad Scales giveaway, and we mentioned that before. And just at the worst time, and I think you said it, Lee. Like he's like Scales is always going to have those. Moments, but it was just a poor moment at a poor part of the field for it to happen, and then immediately after, Tenecti gives away just a stupid foul right on the end line. At like the ball's going out of bounds, and a little shove gives them the opportunity to put the ball in the box with their everybody up, and you almost felt it. I don't know. Did you guys feel it like as that was happening? I'm like, shit, they're gonna fucking score here. Chris, did you feel that? Like Chris?
Yeah, I did. I mean, and to be honest, it was a handball, and shouldn't have counted. But I mean, you know, you put all that together. I mean, it was a recipe for disaster. I mean, you know, it's shooting ourselves in the foot.
Oh, absolutely. I felt it. And I'm like, gosh, like as they're taking that free kick, I mean, on the sideline, I'm pretty much like a yard off the sideline. I'm like, this is like a situation that we just don't handle.
Any ball in our box gives us the fear. Like it just does.
Yeah.
Every game.
High ball in, especially.
Yeah,
Back
every
post,
game.
every
We
time.
don't have dominating centre halves. We don't have a Baldi, a Mistranovic. We don't have a unit to go and attack every ball, and that's what you want. Like you look at Arsenal, and they've got like 4 centre backs playing in their back four. You know what I mean? Like, but they're athletic, but they're all like big guys. You know what I mean? And they're one of the best defensive teams in the world. We don't have players that go and attack the ball enough, and that's what we need to invest in those types of players.
Oh, big style. That's how Hearts got one over on us, isn't it? Simple as they just like, I think sitting watching the game, I was saying to myself, even, geez, that's all they got. Next thing, bang, the big cross in back post. But we're even if we do win the first ball, it's the second, third ball after that. That's where we're conceding the goals. It's like everybody seems to start and look. If Scales wins a header, if somebody else does it, and if we don't, then it's usually a goal. Usually they score. The amount of goals we've conceded, back post headers, whatever else, I don't know what the statistic is, but I bet it's high.
Yeah, Hearts
corner kicks.
Hearts have killed us on those back post headers.
Yeah.
For multiple games this season. Like, I gotta kick a Han out of our comments, but let me ask a question first.
Man, come on. Let's talk about the mighty Glasgow.
Why do Celtic fans always wear green and trinkets?
I feel like there's a punchline coming.
No, there's
right. No, I was waiting on something too.
Yeah.
Because we love it.
Nah, man.
Because we want to.
Because we can.
Yeah.
I don't understand people like that who jump in the comments and something like this, but whatever.
And that's all he could come up with?
Yeah, really. I know he said Rangers forever before that too, which is almost worse.
Rangers forever. Huh?
Which one?
9-year-old club, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Bobby.
Because it's the only ones that will say yes.
But I mean, I think we're all in agreement that was, and almost everybody I've seen, that was a handball, and you I expected it to be overturned by VAR, which maybe was a mistake on my end, but
it was.
Did you feel, were you guys 100%? I'll go to you first, Chris. Did you think it was going to get overturned? I mean, I know, like, officiating in Scotland.
No, I didn't. I didn't think it would get overturned, but it was.
Did you? I did. 100. Yeah, no,
yeah. I mean, the way that it played out told me that it was not going to be overturned. I mean, just the way that they stopped play. They said, "Okay, let's check it," and then they were like, "All right, no, let's go on." And I mean, look who was officiating that game. You think that's going to get called? It's not.
No, you're right.
I was confident.
He was.
I was confident that we were going to get the handball. I got up and went to the bathroom. That's like, I was like, that's getting overturned. And then when I was starting and I heard the lads going, no freaking way, no. I was like, no, they're winding me up here. I was going to walk out and it's still, no, it was amazing. It's just amazing. Anybody that I've seen or listened to in any of the sports channel, even heard Gary Neville said something about, he's just like, how can that be? It was a shocker. Fucking, how did they turn that away? Like did they get to officiate again? What's the listen, I don't know about you from Hugh Dallas days and everything else. Nothing's fucking changed. It'll always be the same. It'll always be Celtic will always have to play against the 12th, well, half a man there, don't they? Because they're never going to get that wee decision. They're never going to get that wee bit of luck. They're never going to get then the Rangers fans are going to try and say, oh, well, sure, he was sent off. Look at the freaking tackle. The tackle was a disaster. Nobody complained about it. And then if that was against them, the zombies, that they'd be fucking marching down to 10 Downing Street.
Yeah.
You know,
I love how you said the Hugh Dallas days, and literally his son is now
we're
still
like,
in
what's changed? What's changed?
Yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing.
Still the famous handshakes, huh?
Yep, it's all done in
Yeah.
Lanarkshire. Yep, Lanarkshire still runs, even though there's a different man in charge. But there's a lot
Same
to be
crap.
said for.
Yeah. Same
I
crap.
mean, we're talking about it, but then let's bring in another one. So there were three in this match, right? So you had the fake offsides by Douglas Ross for the Dyson goal, right?
Mhm.
And then you had the handball for their goal, and then you had I'm going to two-hand shove Negrin in the box, and then it's
I
not
forgot
a
all about
penalty.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
mental.
I thought they were playing Gaelic football there. So I've
I
never
know.
seen that there. I was like, what the hell did he just did he just do that? And we didn't get, but it wasn't talked about after. That was my
Not
Exactly.
during the
Exactly.
broadcasting. It bothers me so much that when something like that there happens, how come they'll show you a stupid throw-in 10 times, or did it come off his leg, or clipped his leg, whatever else? It showed up once, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really again to show after and after, or the VAR thing going up. Like it's mind blowing. Like I said, we're well used to that. We know that's what we've got to come up against every time, and fuckers.
Even
like that's Hugh Dallas. Oh.
Even Sutton on that one, on the, like Chris had, two-hand shove, which legitimately it was like he would shepherd him out of bounds. And
but if that's anywhere on the pitch except
you're right.
in the box, it's a free
Yes,
kick.
free kick. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it wasn't even a shoulder. It was clear hands.
It was two hands.
Clear.
Yeah.
It was the two. Boom.
I mean, you take it back to like the Tenecti foul that was given away on the sideline that caused the goal. That's probably less of a foul that led to a goal than that penalty. I mean, and I know they are more reserved to give those fouls in the box, and I know that. So it's
but even that then goes to VAR, and nobody they didn't even give it that much of a second thought. I mean, come on. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Same old thing all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there a game we can walk out and say like a referee hasn't done us for something?
True.
Yeah, same old thing. Yeah.
Not lately. Not lately at all.
No, it's something we're always going to be up against. I suppose I think we know that there, so we should leave it out of the referee's hands and beat these teams 3-4-0. Simple as. That's back to normal. I think we've had it too good there for a while. I think when it goes with the fans, we're used to winning so much. You know, you can get used to that as well. This season, you know what? We're going to talk about it so much. If we win this league, good God, what a league to win! Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't it?
We say that every week. I'll celebrate this fucking as hard as.
Good God, it'll be unbelievable.
We suffered through the season, so like we have earned a hard celebration.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 100%.
The celebration, yeah. But the referees, we know what we're getting with the referees. We can cry as much as we like, but it's the same fucking old story every time. Like, you know, it's boring at the stage. Listen to them going on. Oh, what's
if we would just put the ball in the net enough times, then we don't need to worry about that.
That's what I mean.
Unfortunately, we're not doing that. So
that's what I mean. Just get up there and get ahead. Then when we don't have to take them out of the equation, right?
Yeah. We're incapable of seemingly of doing that too. In years past, I feel like we've been able to overcome the referees a little bit more. That the game's still comfortable when we have those poor refereing decisions against us, but not this season. It's going to be a struggle.
No, but the poor refereeing decisions affects us as well. You know what I mean? It does affect as well, giving away that the poor. It really does. It affects the players as well too. You know.
No, you're right. You're right.
They'll put their head down as well. Then, how the fuck was that not a penalty, or how was that goal given? You know, heads are down then too. So it does affect them as well. But like you said there earlier, the last few years back there, we seem to be able to jump back and all right, we'll not let this fucker destroy our day. Let's just go ahead and win this 4-5-0 then.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's always, since I've been a Celtic fan, it's always been that problem with them referees and stuff.
Right.
Oh, good God.
Um,
Don't know how to
yeah,
fix that. No.
So, hail,
Horrendous.
hail to Keys. I don't know if that's Brendan. I was trying to reach out to him.
That's Coach Keys.
Yeah, I was trying to
Top
get
boss.
him. I was trying to get him to come on with us. I think he'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, so go into the hat. We're only at halftime of this game right now, but again, like
This is a 5-hour podcast, right?
Dude, I didn't put enough beers on my desk here.
No, not that. I'm gonna have to run here in a wee second.
or attach my catheter to. We don't have the commercial anymore for you, David. To
what? I would never have came on if I knew that.
You didn't.
Whenever the commercial comes on, I'm never here when it comes back. I'm gonna have to like sponsor this or something like that.
You can run away if you have to. It's all good. But yeah, again, so second half starts and I mean, not much happened. I mean, I can't think of many really golden opportunities we had to score. And again, it comes down to substitutes, which has been a lot of ways the savior to at least recent weeks, probably in the last couple of months. And it's you take it back again, Iheanacho, and we talked about him in the beginning, like almost how many minutes is he able to give us? And it's pretty obvious that Martin doesn't think he's capable of giving us even 60 minutes. Like, so, or 45 minutes even. Like, can he give us a first half to start and get us on top? I mean, the last two games has come on at 70 minutes. So in this week, comes on at 70 minutes, scores in the 72nd minute, which is not a bad return.
Nope.
But you could see it. The quality in him as a striker is far and above anybody else we have in the side at this moment. So, I mean, Chris, I'll let you take us through the winner for Iheanacho. Like, I mean, cool to be like how to take that goal. Like, was
and I don't remember exactly who said it, but there was somebody that I was listening to that said that he took his time with that goal. You know, he at least corralled the ball, and then instead of instinctively, booting the shit out of it, he calmly placed it in the back of the net, and that was an experience goal, right? But I think the larger part, and I'm going to use Dr. J's analogy that he used to use with baseball, is that Iheanacho he's going to be your closing pitcher, right? Like, you've got that in the bag, you're going to save it until you need it, and if Martin O'Neill doesn't think that he can give you 90 minutes or even 45 minutes, and he's saving, the last 30 to bring him on, I think that's probably the best manager thing that Martin O'Neill can do, because he's relying on that to happen by putting Iheanacho in that position to make one of those, corralling the ball, putting it in the back of the net kind of plays that, as soon as he came on, he already made a difference. So, I mean, he's going to give you everything that you need out of a striker for the rest of this season, for those 30 minutes, right? So I'm kind of the opinion that you're not going to see him start a match. You're not going to see him for 45 minutes, but what you will see is him for the best that he can give you for 20, 30 minutes. And that's probably the best that we got. I mean, how many times have we talked about the lack of not replacing Kyogo that has, brought this entire, seemingly unrelenting, striker position that we've had for a while with Kyogo and Ida and all these guys that played up top, and then now we're not doing any of that, and you bring on a guy that's got a lot of age in his wheelhouse, and he's just not as fit as he used to be, and this is all we got. But like Martin O'Neill handling him the way that he is, to bringing him on as like a relief pitcher, a closer, I think it's brilliant, and I hope he gets more game time, but I really don't think that you're going to see much more than 30 minutes out of him.
If he starts Iheanacho though, and he'll obviously play Maeda left. Like say after 60 minutes, as we normally do, we replace a bunch of our forwards. Like we don't have a substitute right now to replace Iheanacho, because you would move Maeda in, and then you would bring on a left winger like Tenecti or whatever. But I think Maeda's at his best when he is fresher as well. So he's already ran his lungs out on the left, and you're moving him into the middle. So you don't really have anyone. I think if Osmond comes back for the weekend and you can get 30 minutes out of Osmond, I think there's a chance that he starts Iheanacho up the middle and he plays Maeda on the left, if he thinks he can get 30 minutes out of Osmond and play him through the middle. I think there's a chance of that, but I don't know how fit Osmond is. He'll probably get a spot on the bench. Can he even do 30 minutes? I really don't know. I mean, Martin knows. We trust Martin's judgment. As you said, he keeps on talking about Iheanacho's fitness in the media. You know what I mean? So like, is that him like trying to say, like in a roundabout way, to Iheanacho, look, you need to try harder in training. I don't feel as though you're busting your stones as much as you could to get like mega fit. You know what I mean? I don't know I think that's maybe like a little backhanded compliment to say you need to do more to get to start in my team. I think
could be. Yeah.
Good point, Doris.
You're right, and you don't see that out of him. I mean, he's just a out and out goal scorer.
He's a penalty box poacher.
Yeah.
He's not a Maeda, like, and he'll never admit that he is, but he is a poacher, and he will push that back line as far up as he'll go. And some games you need that. You know what I mean? You need someone who's going to push those two centre backs as far back as they're going to go, and he's just going to sit and he's going to hover about in the penalty box, and he's not going to move. But that's how he made his name. You know what I mean? Like, look at the goal. As I said, the goal he scored. He stayed calm. He stayed composed. He didn't slash at it. He never tried to head it. He let the ball come down, and he just placed the ball in the bottom corner. Yeah. And there was a lot of class in that finish. There really was.
But he also draws a lot of attention from the other team too when he does come on.
Yep.
So, all right, here comes this dude on, or now we're going to have to put somebody on him. So, it can hopefully open up another part of the field. Maybe the lap meter when he does come on to be able to come in to get his goal. Hopefully that's the way it works. But he does draw attention from the other defense as well, no matter who it is. What's his a bit of an outlet as well. Yeah. He demands that respect because he has got that ability, as you say. He's top class, but if he just had legs of a 25-year-old, I think with the flan, but he just doesn't have the legs of a 25-year-old, and they're using it together. Martin's using them well. Can he ever get back up to the fitness what you're talking about there, Davey? I don't know, but he's still we'd be lost without him, to be honest, wouldn't we, at this stage?
Yeah.
But he
demands respect. Does Celtic give him another contract next season? I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
Even if he scores the goal that wins us the league, I don't think.
If he scores against Rangers, he scores the winner against Hearts and scores the winner in the cup final, I'll think about
it. We'll all pitch in and give him a contract.
I'll think about it.
I mean, at this point, he's probably our best target man too. Like he can hold up play better than obviously Maeda. And but I don't know what other option there is. But
do you think of the young fellas that we've got? Who's that young fella? I forget his name. That's coming through. He's meant to be hot striker. Like, is because the league is so tight that we're not giving these kids a chance, or like why are we not giving these boys a chance? What's happening there too? You know, I've wondered about that as well. I know it comes down to experience and all as well, but you'd love to see some of the younger lads getting a chance in there as well, would you not?
I don't think we ever give anybody a chance. Yeah. Really. I mean, the young guys, it's tough to get.
Yeah. Usually this time of the season's where you can bleed them in.
Yeah.
You know?
But even then, we don't typically give them a lot of minutes, and now this year we're obviously like, it's as tight a title race as it's been in.
Yeah, even under Brendan, when like we'd already won the league by now, or like by the split almost. Yeah. Like those are those games were the games that you should be playing these young guys, and then we end up losing them in the summer because they feel as though they're not going to get a game. They're not getting a game. I mean, fair enough. None of them have ever really went on to do anything like that amazing, and the ones that we've lost. But there's always going to be players coming through, and you definitely have to, like, I know McGregor had to go away to become an amazing player to come back. Obviously Forrest has just been unbelievable for his whole career, and he still has these moments this year. I don't think I honestly was a little bit surprised he came another year next year, but I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with Forrest being in the squad. I think he's a great squad player. He's a great guy to come on when you're trying to control a game, because you give the ball to him, he's not going to give the ball away. I think he's very good at that, because he learned all of that playing for Ange, playing for Rogers. He learned that well, but I agree. There has to be young guys coming through, and
yeah. But Andrew, like Andrew said, now's not the time.
No,
I know. But we've never shown that, at least in the last handful of years, 5-6 years, that we're willing to do that. So I don't know. I mean, do you consider Callum Osmond one of a young guy that you're kind of blooding? Because I mean, he's only played 1 or 2 games for us. He scored against the Huns, so I think he's probably got a little more juice from the fans that they're willing to. I mean, they're wanting to see him more. He's got the skill
though. Like that,
he was good that game.
The English Premier League too. That he was the player of the year for Fulham. Like he was outstanding, and we managed to get him. Like it's like the reserve league in the English Premier League. But there's some amazing players in there, and they're young guys, and they're hungry, and they want to get a game. And a lot of them could play for the Premier League teams. And I think the fact that we even got him to come up to Celtic was a big plus. And if he had stayed fit, I'm telling you that guy's a player. Like he really is. He's got something about him. I genuinely believe that. Next season, I think if he can stay fit, I think he's going to be a starter. Absolutely. We just got to find the right position to play him in.
Yeah. Like Andrew said in the comment there, Osman has scored in a derby, but like he beyond that, like probably had 3 or 4 other really good chances in that game, which this Celtic team, like we don't get those. Like our strikers are not getting in those positions to score goals. And for the 1 or 2 games that we saw Callum Osman, like he was putting himself in good spots to score some goals, which I think is something that we're missing this season.
I think he's clever as well. I think he seems like, I think he's clever. He's not. I think he sees things that other people don't see. So I'm excited for him next season.
Yeah, same.
There's somebody in there to stab that ball home, right? Every time Mita makes that cross, and you watch that ball zoom across that goal inside the 6-yard box, and just nobody there to put a toe in
it.
That's one thing that Dyson is good at. I think those little crosses from the left and we just haven't had people
to toke it home, just a toe poke.
Yeah. That's not a Iheanacho thing, but I think to get on the end of those kind of thing, so it's. But again, Iheanacho puts us ahead 2-1 in the 72nd minute, and then So again, this is one of those moments that we're playing against 10 men Hibs. We're down 5-goal differential, 2 Hearts.
Yeah.
Is this a time we need to really push forward to extend that goal differential that we have our side? But you didn't feel like that's what the goal for Celtic was at that point. It was almost, let's close up, get the 3 points, and move on. Like, and I mean, Chris, is that how you saw it? Did you feel like we tried to push forward for another goal?
Not really. I mean, did we have possession in those minutes? Yes. Could we say that there was an honest chance? Maybe. But I mean, you know, I think at some point, like you had said at the beginning of the show, you know, Easter Road was always going to be a tough place for us to go to. And out of the matches that I was like, we will be up for this one, we will be up for this one, we'll be up for this one. Hibs was always going to be one of the banana peels that I would have said, yeah, that we could easily drop points there. And you know, I honestly think that was kind of the overall feeling that I got, at least, was, you know, as long as we got the 3 points, we're okay. You know, that's the best that we need to do. We got the 3 points, move on. You know, let's worry about the Huns next week.
Great.
Yeah, I know me. Like when, particularly when McGraw got the red card in 20th minute, I was like, dude, this is a fucking golden opportunity to get 2 or 3 goals back in this goal differential. And so, not that it's obviously 3 points was the biggest thing that you needed out of that game, but like I felt like it was kind of a little bit of a loss to not at least get 2 goals ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean that was frustrating for me, and like Anton said last game, every goal counts as 2, and that's true. But like that still puts us right now to where we need to win 3-0 at against Hearts, which a team that we haven't beaten this year, and we haven't beaten anybody probably hardly by 3 goals this season. So it puts
it's hard to beat any team three games, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's hard to even score 3 goals.
It's hard to win 3 games against the one team, isn't it? There's always some reason or other. It's always, you know, they win 2 games, but they never win. So the 3rd game's ours. Well, the 3rd game's ours.
Yeah. So in the end, but then I mean, in the end, Hibs get a fucking golden opportunity to get an equalizer right at the end from their sub Shuto, or I don't know how to pronounce the name, number 77. I thought it was going in. I mean, I forget how it came about, but like, and he just dragged it wide, and you're like, that was such a let up for that. I mean, easily could have been 2-2 at that moment, and maybe we get the winner at the end, just out of the urgency of getting that goal, because we didn't have the urgency. But
yeah,
that's like just the Celtic season where you're like, I don't know. David, how about did you feel like that was going in? I felt like it was going in when I was watching it.
I think I did have a pillow over my face at that moment, to be honest. So, but I mean, we got there, as was said. Like the main objective was get 3 points, get those points on the board. Yes, we're still behind on goal difference, but we as I said earlier, like it's just unbelievable that we're even still in this. And I haven't actually looked, but I'd love to look and see how many games we've won by 1 goal, because I don't believe there's another season that's going to be like that. But we've scored something like 40 less goals than we did last season, which is an amazing
That's a
stat.
crazy number.
An amazing stat. But again, it just shows you how far we have fell down. It's not that Hearts and Rangers like got amazingly better than us. Hearts have got better than they did like forever, basically. And that's come from investment. The Brighton chairman came in, gave them money, let them use their scouting system, sign players. If they do well, then Brighton will probably sign them. Like the Hearts are a feeder club to Brighton now. And Hearts have completely lifted their game. Rangers have spent 40 million, are still shit, which is fantastic. Their fans are all raging. They want the manager sacked. They want to sack the board. Guess what? He's already did that and it didn't work. So just calm the fuck down and chill out. We have fell off like big time. And that's the only reason that this title race is still even a title race. Because normally it's done and dusted by now. So if we can win this, then everyone else just needs to shut the fuck up. Because I genuinely believe I know we're all against the board and all the rest of it. But this summer, if we don't have the biggest investment we've ever had, then I don't even know if I can even my brain will just explode, I think, if we don't invest 30-40 million in players this season. Like, we just have to. You have to speculate to accumulate, or else it's just not going to. You can't have a business that's going to grow if you don't do that. So I think this is the last chance for Hearts. This is the only chance that Hearts are going to get to beat us. This is it. This is their only chance. I don't know. I still think we're going to do it.
Yep.
Hearts are going to Hibs it.
That would be fantastic. I've got many a Hearts fan on my friends, and I would love to see that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, 3 points in the end, like I said, and at that moment on Saturday puts us in tie on points for the league, and then takes us into that was Sunday. Was it? We played on.
Yeah, that was on Sunday.
Sunday they played Monday.
Yeah, they played Monday. What the fuck?
Yeah, because it was a bank holiday.
Bank holiday. That's right.
Yeah.
So I actually watched, and that's how like crazy this season has been. I'm sitting watching. I'm not working. I'm working at home.
What's that, Sean? There's an advert about to start right in a minute.
Can you get me a beer while you're going?
I'm going to then.
I'm texting.
Nice.
I texted my son to get me a beer, and he hasn't come down yet. So I totally misplanned this episode. But Chris,
hello.
What were we talking about?
You were talking about watching the Hearts and Huns match, and I didn't watch it. I was getting like I was just looking at the score every 15 minutes or so, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm working at home and made time to take my lunch break to watch the second half, watch the first half, just here and there, mostly watching the whole thing while I'm working. But again, like it's like I said in the beginning, it was the most confusing experience. One of the most confusing experiences watching a game in my life, because I'm like, I don't know what I fucking want out of this game. Like I can't cheer for the Huns. I physically, and there were moments in the game where I knew the Huns scoring would help Celtic, and I still had the reaction that what's his name? Theo Asgard had a header right at the end that would have, it was 2-1, it would have equalized and hit the crossbar, and the draw in that game would have been like the absolute perfect result for Celtic. And I still had to shit that almost went, and I'm like, it was just, the whole thing was just bizarre. I don't know. Lee, I know Chris didn't watch it. Lee, did you watch any of that Hearts Hun game?
Same as yourself. I had it on the TV in the bedroom, on a pop down in every so often to take a wee look. I can't bring myself to watch them, and so I can't. Honestly, I was hoping for a draw. Really wanted a draw in that game. That means Rangers didn't win and it suited us, so it was simple for me. I just wanted to draw. Yeah, I was hoping that one would actually stepped in, and I was watching. It's like, oh, and then I did pinch myself and say, all right, come on, walk away from this. Oh, cheering for Rangers scoring, but yeah, a draw would have been. I actually did. I wanted them to score that goal for our benefit, of course.
Yeah, same.
You know, for our benefit, you know, and we're all confused at that one. Yeah, but I would have took it. Had I went in, there would have been a wee silent yes.
Yeah, again, like Huns dominated the first half. I mean, Hearts started off first 5-10 minutes. I think they just picked up energy from the crowd and were into the game. Beyond that, the Huns dominated the first half and looked like it could have been. They could have run away with it, and they only got the one goal, and it was just a kind of a fluke goal off of
Hearts looked scared, didn't they? They looked like they were.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that continues on ahead. In is the nerves getting to them? Is it?
Yeah, but then they came around, and that's what like they were well in control in the second half, and like I said again, like I didn't know how to react when even Huns are up 1-0 and Hearts score. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, what do I want out of this game? I don't know what it like.
You want them both to win.
Yes. I
want to give them
a plane to like crash into the stadium right at that moment or something.
David? Did you watch any of that one?
No, I was at work, unfortunately, so I never really saw any of it at all. I was watching, like, I didn't even hear the commentary. Like, I was literally, like, watching text updates from, like, BBC Scotland or something. And they actually said, like, oh, Rangers have been playing the best they've played all season in the first half because they like to do, like, fucking, like, kiss her ass, you know what I mean? So, but when I was surprised, like, I thought Rangers would have been up for the fight, but I mean, apparently they just couldn't hack it at all. And I've actually got my little friend Tav here. So Tav, so how do you think the game went? I was disappointed, really disappointed. That's a wee shame there, eh? So yeah, I'm glad the zombies got absolutely.
You got to see that face from Tav in the game.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
He had the moment where like hands are up, and it was like, oh, that's the Tav in his face.
That's a point. I mean, apparently he, like I said, I never watched the game, but he was playing for what, majority of the game, correct?
Oh yeah. Oh,
and they kept saying they kept playing the ball in behind,
yep.
and they didn't know what to do with that. So surely Martin's looking at that as well. Does he play? I don't think Tav will start against Celtic. I really don't.
I don't think so either.
Does he play Tav? I mean, does he play Maeda? I think if Tav starts, I think you play Maeda and just run riot, play the ball in behind constantly, and he can't deal with that. Like, he just can't. I don't think the Rangers defense can handle balls in behind. You know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's the point.
It's
yeah. So I mean, for me, like, I don't know. Obviously hoping for a draw in that game, and it didn't work out in our way. And in the end, Huns are almost completely out of it. I think obviously they still have mathematically a chance to win the title, but it's
they can still fuck us up, but they can't win the league, but they can still fuck us up. So
yeah,
after Sunday they'll be mathematically out of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, they absolutely have a lot to play for still. So they even outside of just not letting us win the title, like, they're still playing for Champions League spots.
Oh yeah,
So
if they finish third, like their conference league, unless we win the Scottish Cup, so they then weirdly want us to win the Scottish Cup because then they qualify for the Europa. Unless or if they finish second, then they get Champions League qualifiers.
Yep.
So there's still also they are still involved. They're not going to win the league, but they're definitely still involved.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like so it's. I mean, as always, versus them is as big a game, and with them not being the forefront of what our title challenge is bizarre, and we're not used to it. But it's gonna be a big game on Sunday. 7 a.m. for us here. Me and David, you guys, Lee and Chris are gonna be 6 a.m. And I saw Lee, you guys were putting out posts like trying to drum up people to get out there at 6 a.m. which it's tough. That's 6 a.m.
It is a tough one.
It's challenging. But
especially if you sit up on a Saturday night and watch boxing and UFC at 1 o'clock in the morning, slugging beers. It's a tough get up in the mornings. But there'll be a good crowd in. There should be that's it, 12 to 15 will come for that one in particular, which is that time of the morning is really good. Big games, always Celtic Rangers game. You're always going to get Rangers. I'm hoping their heads are down after getting beat by Hearts. I hope they've got all to play for. Basically, we're going to get this. A lot of them going to believe in. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I hope the heads are down. Celtic get a quick goal and put this one to bed early, boys. That's what I'm hoping. Get that 2-0 up and end halftime 2-0 and fucking give them an attitude and 4-0.
Yeah.
Get the goal difference up and beat
I
Hearts
think
and
we
win
scored
it in goal difference because we scored 4 against the Huns.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
Dude,
That would be perfect.
That'd be nice now. That'd be nice.
That's the game we make up our goal difference
After
all our 1-goal wins and
all of a sudden, bang! Just where these goals come, angles, everybody's made it too. Oh, it'd be brilliant. So it would, but hopefully, like their heads are down. I know it's against Celtic, but it's a Celtic Park too, so they're coming into a hostile environment and all too. Hopefully, their heads are down and not up for it, and we are. And like I say, you never know. Maybe we could get one of them games or 4-0, or that would not be amazing, wouldn't it?
Dude, that would be fucking
I hope they come out against us, and I hope they try and attack us, because when teams attack us, that's when we get more freedom and we actually are more and we're better. When teams shut down, play defensive, and shut everything down, that's when we struggle to create stuff. But I think they're going to come out and they're going to be told by the manager, go out, go attack, try and play football, even though I don't think they can. I think they're more of a long ball team. But I think they're going to come at us, and if they come at us, we're going to pick them off and we're going to hit them on the counter. And I as you said, you said 4. I think we're going to score. I think we're going to be 3-0 up at halftime.
I think you're right, David. I was saying the same thing to myself too. Rangers come out and play up and try to press us high. And one of you said earlier on there, that's where we can get that pass in between where maybe can come through one-on-one with the keeper. That's it. I hope they don't sit back either. If they sit, that'll make it awkward and sticky for us. Let them come at us and let us slip that wee ball in, get them 2 goals and get them 4 goals. Be beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, what a day that would be. 6 o'clock the next morning too.
Oh, dude, that would be the best fucking day. Andrew's comment, who's the ref? It is, and Pegleg put in the comments, Nick Walsh. It's Nick Walsh is the referee.
Yeah.
On field and Beaton. And
Beaton's on VAR.
Beaton's on VAR. I don't know if that's good, but I mean, bad. Nick Walsh is probably, I feel like, almost your best option these days. From referees that I watched, at least. I don't know.
Let's leave it out of the hands of referee. Let's leave it out of the hands of VAR because we know we're not getting that one, lads. Simple as.
Yeah.
Simple as, unfortunately.
Let's just lash them in from 30 yards out and
there you go.
Can say anything about it.
Cheating beat Hun on VR. Yes.
That'd be fun. Jeez, if we got 4-0, lads, that really, what a day that would be. Jeez, I'd be celebrating.
That was amazing. And going to the other game on the weekend, Hearts and Motherwell. Honestly, I think and I think they are probably bookies' favorites, at least to take points. Motherwell is probably.
Is that Tynecastle or is it?
It's at Fair Park.
No, it's at
Okay.
Motherwell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
they've got a good chance against them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
a hard
I mean-
team. They're a hard team to break down. So they're on the Hearts. Hearts are a big physical team, but the Motherwell's a fuck. They get tucked into you too. They're not like that either, you
Yeah.
know. So that's a sticky one for them as well. That's no walkover there. That's for sure.
Yeah. You know, Welsh will have Motherwell boys motivated, hopefully.
And our new manager as well. I mean, our potential new manager.
Yes, it's an audition. An audition. I mean, that's got to put it in a good
Yep.
position with the
Well,
board to.
They should say, win the game, you get an interview. That's how it works.
He already beat the Huns in the last game. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it goes back to like how crazy the season is, like, and I'll take it back to, and you know, David, my buddy Sean Berger, he's like a newbie kind of Celtic fan, and it like didn't like that Celtic wins the league so easily every year, and he was getting frustrated, and now he's like, oh, Heart, like not that he's enjoying Hearts putting this title challenge, but it is fun. I will give it to him. It's fun, but I need to win the title in the end.
We need it.
It's fun having this. I've watched Hearts more this season than I have ever. Obviously, like I've watched more Hearts games than I have, just because of the rooting interest in it and hoping that they lose every week. But
yeah,
again, still, if I had my choices, give me the league. I'll win the league by 15 points every year and
Relax.
Relax
Yeah.
and the way
Enjoy
it
the end of
should,
the season festivities.
the- the way it should be for me. But yeah, hail from Melbourne from Andrew. I didn't realize that's where he was from. That's cool. Yeah, so I mean, who knows? I mean, we got so I'm only a week, or 9-10 days left in the season, because we play midweek next week, and then we have Hearts next weekend. So it's, God, who knows? I mean, it's so much shit that could happen over the next
it could
10
go
days.
anyway.
Yeah, you got to just almost wait and see, and it's.
Just concentrate in the next game, isn't it?
Yeah,
just concentrate in the next game, and we just got to win out. Yeah, we just got to fucking win out, and that's it. Simple.
That's what the players need to do, and probably would be best suited for us to try and
hopefully
focus
Martin's
on that.
got them lifted for it, got their heads up for it. Like I said, there'll be a few leaving too, so hopefully they'll put the extra effort into walk away winners as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll agree with Sean here. Sean from Chicago. I've seen them a lot this year too, and obviously they deserve credit for being in the spot they are, but they are 100% beatable, and
they've got two players. They've got two really good players. Apart from that,
I feel
got a
a
good
few.
team.
I think they have a few.
Team.
Braga,
Yeah.
Shanklin. I think Kizaridis is really good too. But then they're just solid everywhere else.
Yeah, they've got a good team. They don't again, as you said, like Shankland and Braga are your two main guys, but they have a good team. But like man for man, if our players play at the top of our game compared to them, we beat them every single game. But Mark needs to find a way to get our players to play at the top of the game. We're jumping in. We need to play the top of our game against Rangers first of all. So
yeah, it's getting ahead.
But Celtic, we aren't as physical as what we used to be. That's for sure. That's one thing you can definitely say about Celtic. We are not as physical as what we used to be. Hearts are a very physical team. They're a big, strong team, so they are. So they get to, I suppose, bully the way to it as well. You know what I mean? I agree. They're not as good as a soccer team as we are a football team, where we can pass the ball and all about. No, I don't think they're as good that way, but they are a big, physical, strong team. I think that's carrying them through. And they do put in a good shift. I have to say it to them too. Fucking, as much as I hate Hearts as well, but not hate, that's a strong word. Save that for Rangers. No, but they put in a shift. They do. They are a hard team. They're a hard team to break down. They use their height and everything. The amount of goals they scored from corners and free kicks is unreal. But no, at the end of the season, it'll be all right, lads. We'll be able to turn around and say, close. Maybe next 40-something years again, you might get another chance. That's where it goes. But yeah, it's hard to praise them being the mini Huns and all too. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They have. I don't think they have the ability, David, the way we do. Yeah, I think you're 100% right, but I don't think we have the physicality the way they do. I think that's or like we used to have with Bruni and wherever else in the midfield, if you catch my drift there.
Yeah.
We just don't have that bite. I think we're missing that. And hopefully Arnie steps in and picks that up for us and carries us over the line. Yeah, that would work. That would be nice. But
so let's, how about we finish off at the end with a little prediction for the Huns match and mini preview. But let's jump ahead to some, I guess you can make it a little more fun stuff. In years past, probably fun stuff, I would call it. But Celtic, was it yesterday or was that today even? Today?
Yeah.
I can't even keep track of it. Released their new hoops for next year. So I guess first off, I mean, what do you, Chris, I'll go to you first. Thoughts on the new kit?
Looks great.
Yes. You buying it?
No. No. I mean, I don't understand who's in charge of the tone deafness of trying to push fucking kids, right? We don't know who the manager is going to be, man. Like half these, okay, like I don't know, man. I got really disappointed when that showed up in my feeds of stuff this morning. When I was like, oh, okay, great. What are we selling here? Shirts? Oh, okay, cool. Like it looks great. It looks fine. It looks like the 2018 New Balance kit. It's an anniversary kit. I love it. It's great. But I mean, Jesus, like we're just pushing fucking Adidas shit. That's all I can think of at the moment. Sorry, I'm negative about this. Just because I just the timing of stuff is just it's impeccable.
Yeah, that's what the club does right now. But David, did you pre-order it yet?
Maybe.
Could you paint a couple of stripes on your shirt there? You might get away with it.
I'm actually weird. So this is actually the 50th. This is the 50th one. Which I got out, and I was like, I really remembered it because I was like, so I got Invincibles put on the back because that was back in the day when we just used to win fucking everything.
Right.
But I have I think it's a cracking shirt. I'm fine with. I know everyone's not everyone. A lot of people are all. We're not going to spend we're not spending any more money. I get it. I totally get it. However, I think I've said this before when I've been on. I would still rather give my money to Celtic than give my money to fucking China to buy a fucking fake shirt. Like that. I'm sorry. I just would. I know the club has been ran incompetently. I know the club has wasted the last 3 or 4 transfer windows. I know that. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm well aware of it. But we want Celtic to spend more money in transfer windows, and we want them to spend it wisely, and we want them to spend a certain amount on quality players. If we retract the money from the club, The club are just going to retract the money they spend on players. And I know they've spent and been incompetent. I get it. I totally do get it. I do think I think the club understand it now by the movement of this season. I don't think the way that the collective went about it was the right way. I think the big thing they missed out the most was at the shareholders meeting when people decided to chant and whatever else, and the club just shut it down and no one got to speak. Like, that was ridiculous. They should have had people in there. They should have had one voice. They should have said, all right, this is our one voice. They're going to speak for us. And nobody got to put a point forward and no one got to actually speak. You need to get all these shareholders put together. I've got shares. Like, I will gladly put my shares towards a collective name or whatever, and I will gladly put it. But you need to get it so you actually have votes. And until that actually happens, no change is going to happen. And people can say, "Oh, I'm not going to buy shirts. I'm not going to buy shirts. Whatever." There's still people buying shirts. There's still people buying merchandise. You're still going to see when the financials come out. Sure, it's going to be down, but it's not going to be down that much that the board is really going to say, all right, that's not really affected us that much. They are going to make changes. Is Nicholson going to go? I don't know. I think he should go, but they may still keep him. They may move him into another role. Is Martin O'Neill going to move upstairs? I think he probably will. I think that'll appease some people. Are we going to get a new manager in? Yes, that's definitely going to happen. We've got rid of Tisdale. The Lawwell's gone. So we have had some change. I think the new chairman that's came in, I think he's actually done a great job. I got to be honest. I know some people still don't think it's good enough, but I think he is all about unity. I think he does want to bring people in, but he's still the face of Celtic. He's still acting on the words of the board. He's not going to say everything that everybody wants to hear. And so, yeah, I pre-ordered the shirt. Fuck it.
Game on, David. Game on. Good comeback, brother. Good comeback. I was just going to say I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I knew it. He told me beforehand, so I knew.
And if anybody wants to send me death threats, my address is that.
See, here's the thing though, right? Like I don't blame you for pre-ordering the shirt, right? Like for me, I haven't ordered a kit for myself from Celtic. It's been six years or so. Like yeah. I'm just not big on ordering kits directly from the club. It's just sure. when they get released, and it's just the timing of it for me. It just makes me scratch my head and go, I don't get it. Like you want me to buy into something, and I'm not willing to just, be a consumer of everything that you put out, because, whatever, anybody thinks, I think the Adidas stuff, since they've been our kid sponsors and stuff, I think their stuff has been brilliant. I genuinely do. I think every season, class. Everything looks great. The training lines look fantastic. It does come with a lot of cool stuff, but man, it's just so hard with the price of everything being what it is for everybody to just jump whenever they say, hey, spend $100 quid on a
especially over here. I know a guy over here who actually did it. He actually went to order the most expensive one, and he did it to get delivered over here, and because of all the fucking fees and all that stuff, it was over $200 to get delivered over here.
I saw that too. That's
which is crazy, and that's not all on Celtic. That's a whole political thing, which is a whole different chat. But Yeah, I mean, the price is ridiculous, like it is. But it's weird that they actually brought it out and they're actually releasing it like basically within a week almost. So it's the 14th or something. But they're trying to like jump on the back of like the cup final and stuff like that. That I think that's why they're doing it this season, because they know people are going to want to wear that new shirt when they go to the cup final. Like people are going to want to wear that new shirt when they come to New Orleans in the summer. You know what I mean? So like I get it. I mean it's all publicity. It's all like sponsorship and it's all to do with, I mean, Adidas are the ones who are going to be pulling the strings here. They're going to be saying, no, we want to release it at this date for this reason, and Celtic will just go along with it.
See, I'm with Chris there, David. I don't understand why they don't release the kit once the season's over. Once it's all done, whatever else, there's nothing in between. Why don't you use that moment to promote and try and go, all right, exciting news. Here's the new home and away jerseys. Why are they releasing it with 3 games to go in the middle of a battle here to win the league? We're still in the cup. We're still. I despise the way they do that. Premiership does it as well. All the clubs seem to be doing it now. Why are they releasing it in May? Why not?
Because they'll wear it in the cup final, and they'll want the fans to wear it in the cup final. Like it's all about like just what you see, you know.
But I'm with Chris on that one. Yeah. I prefer we've done it, and then go into the new year, new season, and not with that jersey, with a cup, whatever else, because whatever you win, maybe you can put on another league title mark there somehow or another. But I wish that wait till the season was over and then release the jerseys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yes, nice jerseys.
It is a cracker.
After you tell me the price, I have a young fella I have 2 young fellas, or I have a 7 and 10-year-old. So for me, when you think about that, that's ship and handle and everything else. That's over $400.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jeez, that's a lot of money, you know. I can't get a top like get my boys tops, you know.
Yeah, that's like 4 tanks of gas.
Well, we're not going to Rangers. I wish they would. Really wish they would. Wait till the league's over, the season's over, and then release the tops. I think they've done that. I think it's about 5, 6, 7 years now. They've been doing that crap for some reason. We look forward to the new jersey coming in for the new season. Top on your way, you go to the game. I go home every Christmas and love getting up the Celtic Park there for the games, whatever else. But it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby, isn't it? Too like, Jesus, the price.
I thought it was interesting that I thought it was interesting the players that I thought it was interesting McGregor wasn't in the picture for. They had Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers, who's obviously injured, so he's not going to get sold because he's not fit. And then they had Tierney and Forrest. Like, why was McGregor not in there? Like, he is the face of the club. He's the club captain. Is there any truth in this Rodgers connection? I mean, I know he came out a few weeks ago and said he wants to stay at Celtic for his whole career. Does he get to play that defensive midfielder role as Celtic move forward? I don't know, because I feel as though Celtic miss a defensive midfielder. And that's the role. That's where McGregor plays. So is there something to read into in there? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Is he in the video? I didn't. That's what Sean said. He's in the video. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I never watched the video, to be honest. I only saw the Carter Vickers was sitting in a wheelchair or whatever he was doing.
I saw in the Celtic World group chat the one Nick was like Gimp McGregor. Or no, Gimp Carter Vickers. I was like, that's probably a little harsh, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not that it shouldn't divide the support, but
we've missed Carter Vickers this year, haven't we? That's the guy that goes and wins them balls. Going
big time.
Fucking what a loss that there is. Like you think about the players we have had out as well, Jota. You know what I mean? We've got nothing out of Jota.
A lot of guys.
So who comes back next year? Who comes in and who do we bring in? I really like the thought of Robbie Keane for some reason. Don't know why. I think he knows the club with everything else. I wouldn't mind having Robbie Keane and Bruni. I'd take it. I think.
I
don't know why, but I think
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, that's why everyone thinks Keane is a new manager. Like he's potentially going to win 3 championships in 3 seasons. Like I know we don't want to talk about one of them that he won, but he's a proven winner even at management level. Although I don't think forwards make particularly good managers, and through history, there's not been many many forwards who have actually turned out to be good managers. That's all I'm going to say, because they think very attack minded, and they're not always the best defensively minded. But he was never he was a forward he was never fast. You know what I mean? Robbie Keane played in his head. Like he was a proper center forward, you know, he was never he could read the game. He was a great player at reading the game. And I think Keenan Brown, I wouldn't be mad at Keenan Brown if that ended up being the combination we got.
I think Robbie Keane's well respected too, especially with the younger players, and you know, he's got that. I think through his management career so far, and from what I've heard and from talking to other coaches, used to do a lot of coaching here in New Orleans myself, and to hear how they speak and how highly he spoke of when it comes to you know, it's all about who can you bring with you, isn't it? At the end of the day, too,
Yeah.
we need can he pull that players we need to come to this club?
Yeah,
that would be a big thing. But who else is there, lads? Who else would you?
I'll take Ange back, but
Would you? Yeah.
I don't think
I'm up in the air.
I don't think that would happen. But
I think the Martinez one is the biggest stretch I've ever heard in my life. Like imagine Martinez, right? Imagine he wins the World Cup for Portugal, but he's already signed a deal with Celtic to come and that's never gonna happen.
right.
I know Martinez is married to a girl from Motherwell. Well, that's not a big enough pool to make him come and sign for Celtic. You know what I mean? So it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I'll take Askew if he beats Hearts this weekend.
But so Celtic are obviously in a we need someone to come in, and we need someone's going to have to bring in basically a whole team of players.
Yep.
Because of the current squad that we've got, who do you really want to keep? I think there's probably 5 or 6 players that you keep, and the rest of them, I don't even care if they stay. Like, I really don't. So do you trust a guy like Askew from Motherwell with 30 or 40 million when all he's ever been used to buying is budget players for £100,000? I don't think Celtic trust him with that. I'm not even convinced that they trust Keane with that. And that's where you go, all right, so if they need to do a big rebuild, you need somebody who's done something like that before. And there may very well be like a German or an Austrian or somebody out there that no one's even thought about who has done something like that before. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. No, I mean 100% right. I'm more thinking about
you don't trust that with the Motherwell guy. You just don't trust that with the Motherwell guy. I'll rephrase that. I don't think the Celtic board would trust an untrusted manager to do that, especially after what happened with the man whose name we shall not mention in the winter there. Which obviously
I just leave it at French.
Which put us in the position
France
we're in.
Hasn't worked too well in the Scottish Premiership. Any manager from France that's actually come in hasn't done too good, have they? No. So no, we're not even say that word.
Yeah.
What about
who do the board trust?
How about Lenny?
Neil, Jesus, that's God to me, boys. You're talking about God there. I think Neil's had his day. Neil did bring the thunder back. Neil did whatever else. No, I don't think Neil would even come back himself. Well, maybe if you were asked, of course he would. He's a Celtic diehard, like he always has been since he was a kid. If
Peter Lawwell got him in the shower, he would take it. Again.
Yeah.
and not be offered. I don't think he'd get
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
I don't think that's going to happen. He's done a fantastic job there with who's he with him again?
Dunfermline.
Yeah, he's done an unbelievable job there. So well done.
I mean,
Fair play to
we
him.
played them in the cup final.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Split there. I hope he fucks up there big something serious too.
I know.
I never thought I'd pull against Neil, but sorry Neil, you're on your own this one, boy. You're just a twat. No, I don't know. I think
that's a good one, Sean.
There's buzz about Robbie Keane, whatever else. I know some people don't like it, but he's young, he's useful, he's well spoke of. I don't know. I don't think it'd be a bad thing, especially if Bruni come in with him. Like Bruni knows the club in and out.
Desmond loves promoting Irish players, managers, whatever. If Desmond has a say in it, I think Desmond goes with Keane. I really do.
I mean, if I'm guessing, I think that's the way we go. But I still like Strange Love, thinking it's Edge is already in the planning phase of bringing back Celtic to what we expect Celtic to be. But
yeah,
I don't have high hopes for that. So.
Well, why did Ange leave? Ange left because, well, I mean, he got a big offer for an English Premier League, but he also left because Celtic didn't, as many do, they didn't match his ideas. So do Celtic match his ideas now? Did they say, all right, here's 30, 40 million, go and blaze it on whoever you want? He went to Tottenham Hotspur and spent 100 million, and the players he bought were shit. Like, he bought Maddison, was crap, got injured. He bought that big centre forward from Bournemouth, got injured, never did anything. That's why he got sacked from Tottenham, was because the whole season they did absolutely nothing. I know they won the Europa League, but the players he brought in really didn't make Spurs better, and he got like 100 million that he spent. So can he spend a lot of money, or is he better buying these cheaper players from Japan and stuff like that, like what he did the first time when he was here?
Yeah.
Well, it's his style of football as well, isn't it? Like, his style of football didn't suit the Premiership either.
Yeah, it was too gung-ho.
I was worried about it was just completely gone ho. Same as Celtic.
It was the same as Celtic in Europe.
Yeah.
It was the same as us in Europe, exactly the same. He went up against smarter teams who actually played the way we were playing better, but they played it with a better mentality as well. And they weren't as attacking. Like, you can't be that attacking. Like, you do have to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, he had us up with it too. You know, we were gun ho. Like, I was
and against poorer teams in Scotland, you're gonna run riot. But as soon as you come up against better teams, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that he would learn lessons from.
I don't think he has.
Being gung ho in Europe, but like that style of football can work in Scotland.
Yeah,
and I love that style of football in Scotland. Like, even more so than I mean, like we said, Martin O'Neill wins the league. He's St. Martin, and we don't even just build a statue. We build a fucking stadium to him, or name the stadium after him. But is the style of play what we want to see for Celtic? I don't know. Is he playing to what we have right now just to get it over the line?
Yeah.
I don't know. I loved Ange Ball, and it was fun, but you're right. We were a disaster in Europe. We just got overrun in those games against any team bigger than us. Like, it was that was no fun, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see who comes in. How soon are they going to do it? Are they going to do it quick? Are they going to do it as soon as the league's over, as soon as the cup's over? Are we going to announce it? You know, the club has a lot to prove to the supporters as well. But no matter who we bring in, I think we're all agreed. Like, we will get 100% behind them and back this team next year, no matter what. Right?
We need it to happen like right at the end of the season, though.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine it was Martinez, right? And Martinez takes Portugal to the semi-finals. That's the end of July. So, and then he needs like a week or two for a holiday or whatever. So you're talking about August before a manager comes in. If you're going to announce a World Cup manager, we have a I'm not sure when the qualifiers start, but I think it's like, is it not like the end of July, start August, something like that?
It's early.
It's early.
It's early.
So exactly. So you would be bringing a manager in when the qualifiers are about to start. You've had no you've had no scouting going on for the type of player that you want in that summer. So how are Celtic supposed to bring any players in if you haven't even brought a manager in yet? And
No,
the
right.
worrying thing is for Celtic too, we got rid of that fucking idiot who was the chief scout. Was it Tisdale or whatever? We never replaced him. So we don't have a chief scout right now. So we've got a bunch of scouts in like every country in the world practically. But what type of player are these scouts scouting right now? Because they don't know who the manager is going to be. So like you don't know if you need like an attacking midfielder, or you need a winger that plays out wide on the right, like what Ange used to do. Ange used to have right-footed wingers play on the right, left-footed wingers play on the left. Whereas you've got our current managers right now, where you've got right-footed players are playing on the left, and you've got left-footed players on the right. Like, what type of players are you meant to be scouting? And unless we know who the manager is, the scouts don't know who to scout.
No.
Yeah, that's my point, David. Get them in early. We need to get them in early.
Exactly.
No
We need to get someone in
Stability
as soon as the season finishes. Give them a full summer to actually talk to the club. Say, like, I want this player for this position, this player for this position, this player for this position, and you need to get someone in early. If we don't get someone in early, then we'd run the risk of another year like we just went through.
Exactly.
But Steven's absolutely right in this comment though. Like, then who's signing off on deals for the Scales and McCallans and
exactly?
Who's
signed Forrest for another year? Like who's agreed?
I mean, that's fine. I don't have like
Forrest got his. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, signing Forrest for 1 year, that's fine. Maybe that's outside of a new manager's like role in determining where things are going. But Scales, you're signing for 4 years. Like, that's a big length contract to sign for somebody who we don't have a manager in to determine what it is.
They're all just reserves.
Skills. If you get Carter Vickers back, Skills is a different player as well.
I agree.
Sure.
So his Skills is left there at the back, and he's not the leader at the back. Yeah. But put Skills in beside like Carter Vickers. If Carter Vickers had been there, I guarantee you we wouldn't have been in the position we're in.
Agreed.
Skills feeds off Carter Vickers, and unfortunately, Trusty isn't the powerhouse that that he demands that he is. He's an intimidating dude. You know what I mean? So Skills will play off out there a lot too. I don't think Skills is that bad. He's not that bad. He's good pass of the ball, but yours waiting on him making a mistake. But I think his football would improve with Skills. So I was happy with Skills re-signing. So it was.
I'm honestly not. I don't really have a problem with it, but it's other than the fact that we don't have a manager to say what they want. Like, I'm fine with Scales. I think can be. I don't know if I want him as a starter, but it's like a backup.
Scales would be like another Ralston.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fine with him as a reserve center back, and to come in whenever someone's out. I'm fine
100%.
with it.
Yeah, 100%. I think he gets Celtic, and I think it's important to have those guys, and that's probably why you signed Forrest for a year and you signed McCallum for 2 years. Like, those are the Forrest.
What age is Skills now? Anyway, does anybody know his age? How old is Skills?
Like 26, I would say.
Is he as old as that? I don't think he's.
I'm not 100%, but sure. I would. That's be my guess.
There's
but
still a bit of a way to go. Well, I get what you're saying too, but
Skills will probably stay at Celtic for his whole career. He probably will.
Yeah,
I think he's that type of player.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it too.
Well, as far as James is concerned, I think that was a glory deal for him. I think that's he's put his time in, whatever else. I think that's why he'll be good around the club for no matter who comes in. I think he knows the club inside and out. So I think that was a bit of a smart one. I even think he took a bit of a cut too, didn't he? So it's not like he's top earner or anything like that. I think it's a bit of a glory deal too there to keep him in. Skills is
Yeah, they probably
27,
give
by
him
the way.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've seen this year Forrest has served a purpose in moments. Like he can bring something.
Yeah.
Like
he's still,
he had even
Well,
as old
unfortunately,
as he is.
because the rest of our team's shit. Like that's why he's like our wingers. Like our wingers have been poor. Like they have been poor. You know, so that's why he got to excel.
Yeah.
Not excel. I tell you, that's why he got his chance. Because I mean, in an Ange team or even Brendan Rodgers' team playing well, I don't think I don't think Forrest would get on even on the bench, to be honest. If we bought players the way that we should have done.
Yeah.
And I love everything that Jamesy's done. I really do. I think he's a phenomenal player. He was for years. He's probably had 3 or 4 good games this whole season, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think we all agree to that.
All
but
right.
if he can teach some younger players something,
Yeah.
great. Keep him in.
Celtic
Keep him
way,
in.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's I think that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a glory deal for him. They're like, he doesn't want to go anywhere else. He'll buy out his own way as a Celtic player through and through, always. You know, so I think he'll be helpful around the club. I think.
Yeah, he's a homegrown player too, which is always like you need those guys, particularly in Europe, to at least fill the roster. Or maybe they don't play, but like they need to be on there. So we've already officially like far surpassed our record length show today. So congratulations, guys. I'm gonna burst in a second.
It's been fun.
Lee and David ran off real quick. Fucking bastards.
I'm out again. I see David still something away.
And my son did not. I've sent like 5 texts to my son. Can you get me a beer?
Oh, I'm sure you noticed me every so often during this. That was trying my son to say, "Get me a beer," but he. Nope.
I just want to say thanks to my wife Amanda for supplying me with alcohol through this whole.
Dude, I'm gonna kill him, man. I'm like, dude, come down, bring me a beer. And it's poor planning on my part too, by the way, because I said beforehand to you guys, I think we might be in for a record-setting length show tonight. So good job. We definitely did it, and we still have one more thing to cover. So, so Lee, we wanted to get on tonight because we always try to do a little publicity for any of the events that are going on over here in North America. So down in New Orleans next month, we have the Celtic Convention. I know, David, you've been to the one in Las Vegas and actually got married at it.
We got married last year.
I fucking knew I knew you.
I met you before. I know I've met you.
I know I have, David. I know I have. Yeah. But I forgot about you getting married in Vegas.
That confirms it. So, but yeah. So I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week, and so I don't know, Lee, if you want to. Yeah, I guess how did this all come about? Because I know, usually it's in Vegas. I know there's been years where it's been in Toronto and stuff like that. But how many years has this been in the works to happen in New Orleans?
This is over 3 years now. We've been. What happened was I was in Vegas. Me and Sean and I was in Vegas, and a load of ones come up this during the Vegas convention and said, geez, we had some crack in New Orleans. We held it here in 2012, and it was more low key, whatever else. But they said they had a wonderful time. They said, but love you to do it again. But just doing it, and there was a lot of people hit us up and asked us to do it again. So I said, Sean, geez, do you fancy putting this show on again? And Sean said, yeah, let's try it, because Stephen Patterson was the original owner of Finn McCool's. Him and his wife sold up, and they moved back to Ireland. Their parents are getting on, whatever else, family issues and stuff. So they moved back to Ireland. So me and Sean said we'd decide to take it on, and we did. Took it on, and it's I build houses and stuff for a living, lads. This isn't my cup of tea, I should say. I would tell you, I learned a lot from this. I learned a lot. But it's been an amazing journey. It's been fantastic. We've got on the Monday night we've come up with Bobby Pattis coming over, and Bobby's going to join us, and he's going to do the pub quiz on Monday night in Finn McCool's. So that should be fun. Me and Dutch Bobby talking. Do we need to get a translator in there for us too? Do you think, or do you think that'll go down? So we've got that going on, and then we've got the. I don't know if any of you's ever seen the Tommy Byrne story. Have you ever seen the Tommy Byrne story? Apparently, it's an amazing
I've
show.
heard of it. Yeah.
I've heard of it, yeah, and I meant to grab a clip of that, or at least a poster for it to put on here. But yeah, that was recently.
I got him
yeah.
here. I got him here. Yeah. We got Davy Byrne. It's going to be their the last show ever. They sold out in London the weekend before. Glasgow, Belfast, Dublin, the usual hunts. And then they sold out London, and then here is going to be the final performance ever. And I think Tommy Byrne's son's actually coming over too, so that'll be nice. That'll be a good show. It's going on down in the Noka Theatre there.
Awesome.
A lot of local people get to go down and see what it's about. It's a show that'll make you cry, make you laugh too. Apparently, I haven't watched clips on because I really want to see it live myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into it because I don't know what's going on, because I don't want to know. Then after that, we're going to have a parade down to the French Quarter. I is familiar with like Mardi Gras and stuff like that down here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So it's a parade town. So we've got the parade going on down to the French Quarter. It's start off at the cathedral. We'll get a blessing, and then we'll get sent on our merry way. Takes about 4 to 5 hours. We'll walk right through the French Quarter, stopping at about 10 to 15 different bars with music and drink and beads, the usual fun. Chris, you've been to New Orleans before, have you?
I have.
So you know what it's like. You know what it's like. It's a party town, that's for sure. Then we'll have the block party down at Finn McCool's. That'll be a fun day. We've got Sean and the Shams coming in. There'll be an American rabble band. They're playing with us, Sean Daly and the Shams. Looking forward to that. Then, of course, we're going to have the riverboat cruise, and we'll have the ghost tours going on all week. Ending up on Friday night in the Mardi Gras world, where all the magic happens, where Mardi Gras comes alive. So we get to walk in through that and see all the floats and everything that happens. The Pop Mardi Gras, the floats are magnificent. They're unbelievable. I think it's the Korean Damien ones that all go up there. It's until you've seen it, you'll not understand it. It's hard to explain, but it's amazing. A lot of locals coming for that. And then Saturday we've got Scotland playing that night. So we're going to have a watch party in the French Quarter down in the Turtle Bayou bar. He's offered us the bar and give us the balcony and the upstairs, and so we can take it all over and watch Scotland, and hopefully end the convention on a high with Scotland making it through to the next round, or that'll be the first game, actually winning the first game. Yeah. So there's a full week. We've got great prizes. We've got VIP tickets for Celtic Park. For any game, any league game that includes the Huns. So we've got trustees signed a shirt for us, and Carter Vickers, I believe, sent one over too. We've got the ladies shirt signed by the ladies team. They've sent over a shirt to us. Thank you very much. Ladies are much appreciated. And lots of other great prizes. It's a busy week, but it'll be a good week. It'll be a party week, Chris. I'm sure you'll be able to tell everybody what it's like. Nuts.
Yeah, New Orleans is like the richest cheesecake you could ever eat in your life. And after you have a little bit of it, you're like, man, that is delicious. It's the best thing ever. But if I eat too much of it, it's going to make me sick. But we nearly moved to New Orleans like a decade or so ago, and I've got nothing but wonderful things. New Orleans is a fantastic place. So I really hope y'all have a wonderful turnout for the convention, and I wish I could make it, but I'm out of vacation days so far this year.
Yeah, well, it's looking good. Our numbers are good. Unfortunately, numbers went down with all the crap going on in the world. That hit us a little bit, but didn't dampen the spirits or anything like that. It's still, whoever comes here is going to have a good time. He's going to have a party, and we'll remember it. And that's all we want. It's good to meet old friends and make new friends. And what a better time to come to New Orleans to do that. It'll be fun. It will be fun. And as always, going around the French Quarter, and when we do it, there'll be a lot of tourists there that, as always, will be, what the hell's going on here? What is this? What is, and they'll just be gobsmacked that this really happens and it goes through. It's strange, but I'll be proud. I'll be very proud to wear the green and white and bring it round and show how good of fans we are and good of people we are, and everything we do, we end up with everybody saying about profit and stuff out of this. There is no profit out of this here. This all goes to charity. Any money that is made will go to charity, and it's simple as that, because that's who we are. And looking forward to it. Can't wait for it, actually. It'll be fun. It will be fun. It will be fun, that's for sure.
Dude, I'm sure it's great that it's finally here after fucking 3 years of planning and all that shit, because I know
there's a lot goes into it.
It's a lot of work. I mean, a North American Celtic convention is probably bigger than doing the Fela in Philly or the Detroit things.
It's a big. Well, hopefully with the experience now, if anybody else wants to try it, I know Dallas is doing it after us, so that's I don't know if any of you know Kieran and Jim Smith.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Yeah, they're two good people. They're holding it. So Vegas will be Vegas every 2 years, of course. So in between years, it's good to go to other cities, and hopefully Tennessee will just get us in there somewhere, and we'll bring the party to Tennessee. That'll be brilliant.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah, I'd love to see it, and it's good the way we do it here in America, where we all can do that. And then ones come from home too that don't have been to Vegas, that have been somewhere. It's never be as big as Vegas. Vegas will always be home, but it's still you bringing 200, 300, 400 people in and do nothing but singing Celtic songs. I'm trying to keep it right here and not trying to go nuts all the it'll be fun, and it's great the way the community operates and the way our Celtic. I've found out so much about our Celtic community and everything. And I'd love to unite a lot more of us and bring us in so we can give more money to charities and make it better for ourselves, for no matter where we go. If we go to Philly, if we go to New York, I know Boston boys are trying it, but it's so expensive in the bigger cities. Mm-hmm. It really is expensive. So if we're able to put something together where we're all the clubs are together, where we can help offset that, to be able to bring it to the likes of Boston, New York, or any of the bigger cities. But the same thing. We win the league, we win the cup, we do the double this year. It'll be an absolutely fucking one hell of a party. So it will be one hell of a party.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Awesome.
And if I don't catch you there, well, might catch you Philly next year, or we end up meeting up somewhere, don't we? There's always somewhere to go.
Oh, dude, I'm sure we will. 100%. It always ends up working out that way. So
yeah, and it is. If I'm up in Tennessee, I make sure to call up and see that. Well, as we do, no matter where we go, don't we? Houston, we go down to their bar. The Finn McCool's there. The Finn McCool's there too. So I love it. Christmas time there. Sometimes we go down to Houston, and they put on a bit of a Christmas party. And it's nothing big. There's only a handful of us go down, but it's good fun. It's good being around good friends, supporting the same team, supporting good causes. Simple as.
That's what it's all about. And that's why, I mean, me and Chris have been talking about it over the last, forever. Like we got to get somebody from New Orleans on. So I feel like you
appreciate
you nailed it in talking about it. I feel like you built it up in my head, because I didn't have. Now I'm like, I know I just had my anniversary with my wife, and we were talking about going away for a long weekend somewhere. I'm like, maybe I can sell going to New Orleans.
There's a lot to do. You got
For
the
3
riverboat
days,
cruise,
and
going
I
on
know
a beautiful cruise up the Mississippi River. There.
Yeah, I mean,
what more romantic can you get than that?
I've never been. I know she loves doing it. She's been there a couple times. She loves it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna start working on this.
Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Except Rangers.
Yeah, fuck them.
I've had awful. That's another thing there too, boys. Jeez, the amount of shit that they get from different ones and things that have been said to me and about my family and about everything else from the other side, and then to hear our side turn around and even before I done anything, that them kicked off or other ones were calling whatever. We've got each other's backs and all too. That's ours. That's Celtic. That's why I love this club, and that's why I'll do anything for them. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, really, really good.
All right. So before we wrap up, I want to throw up a couple comments that I've been saving all night. So I mean, these are like some from the beginning. Chris from Tennessee looks like the double of Brian McClare.
Just seen Brian McClare.
Brian, I know who he is, but it's a little before my time, so I'll throw that to David. And I can't imagine that Brian McClare has as good a beard as Chris.
No, you're a lot better.
I don't think the reference is Brian McClare as a player. I think the reference is Brian McClare now.
Yeah.
He definitely has the long, bushy beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's normally got a beer in his hand as well. So
yeah, may God shine on you, Bobby Sands. Yes. And then to Lee, and we got this from the beginning that you're from Antrim, but is Lee Kelly from Donegal or Derry? Somewhere in between a little bit.
Gallen. It's near Lurgan, not Armagh, County Antrim.
But yeah, so yeah, like as always, the comments are fucking hilarious, and I know, like Chris, you look at them the next day because you don't get to. I'm like scrolling them as I go to try and put them up there as much as I can. It's tougher.
That's my lunchtime activity when I'm eating lunch, at work or whatever it is. I'll go through and I'll read all the comments and stuff. I'm like, because I can't watch the whole thing back. I just can't. Yeah. Especially now that it's been like.
Our record. We broke our record by like a half hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking crazy.
Just killed it.
But I guess we'll finish up because we didn't do this. So I've had score predictions correct the last 2 weekends. I said 3-1 2 weeks ago. I said 2-1 last week. I'm going to try and save it up for the end. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know Chris is going to say 2-0 Celtic over the Huns. No? What?
We're going 4.
There you go.
We're going 4-0. Come on, the
Hoops. David, what's your prediction for the weekend?
I think we're going to be 3-0 up by halftime. That's what I think this weekend is going to be the weekend where it clicks in the first half, and I think we're going to take our chances. We might only have 3 chances, but for some reason, I just feel as though we're gonna take them, and I think we're gonna bury them quick. And what we've wanted to happen every game for the last second half of the season, at least, I think it's gonna happen this weekend. I just have this feeling. I think we're gonna blow them away. I really do.
Dude, I hope you're right. Lee, what's yours?
I'm the exact same. I'm so optimistic. I'll go with my boy there. I'm going for 4 as well. Yes.
Get in.
I don't know why. There's something about this weekend that's come. Usually you have them feelings inside, but something inside me is just saying, same as you're saying there too, David, is we're gonna fucking pummel these, and so we are.
I think we are.
Yeah, I think we are, and I want the 4. We need the 4. What a way to do it! What a way to win the league. So I'm going 4. I want the 4-0.
All right. Well, I'm going to be the downer in this group and say 2-1 to Celtic.
What a
But I like your
man.
optimism,
What a buzz,
dude.
Yeah, right. You need to take another beer there, bro. That's the problem. You need
How
another beer.
dare you say we're only going to win 2-1?
Rangers aren't going to score number one. They won't score.
Dude, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I would love your predictions. That would be fucking phenomenal. So,
Wouldn't it just?
Well, I mean, I've got to say, like, in his last Old Firm game, I hope that our boy Tav, the Zombie King, who, let's be honest, like, we should really take our hat off to Tav because he's been the captain of Rangers for our most successful time in history. This man's been here for 11 years.
An extended period.
Exactly. And we've won 10 out of 11 championships. So I feel as though, Tav, you should take a bow. Thank you very much. And we shall never see you again. You zombie.
You
know what I mean? So, Tav, it's been emotional. I'm very, very disappointed. Disappointed that I am. And good night from me.
Dude, I can't think of a better way to go out than that. So, So, thanks, Lee, for coming on. Thanks, David. Chris, as always. Thanks for everybody in the comments. You guys are great tonight, as always. So, look forward to 4-0 from Chris and Lee. I think that would be amazing.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
I'll take my prediction of 2-1 and still be happy. But
so the Southerners are going 4-0.
Yeah.
A little more pessimistic the further you get up there.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah, we get pessimistic above the Mason-Dixon line. So
the Masons. Yeah.
Oh, you just started another half-hour conversation here.
But yeah, cheers. So next week we'll be back again. I think so. Next week, post homes, we got Mick from Kansas City and our pal Tony from Glasgow on with us. So looking forward to that. Two of our good pals. So tune in next week, and so we'll be back. Hail, hail, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Check it out.